Hello, this is Tom Pritchard again with the Sacred Place 9A, I think this is. And the title is Meditation Instruction Continued. So a lot of these videos are a result of people asking me questions, and I've had requests for more meditation instruction because this is really about meditation. But we have to get understanding, and you will over time, of what meditation really is. And simply, you are the meditation. It's your every moment. And there's no meditation, there's nothing you can do to become enlightened, and we'll learn that in the sequence of this series. So if you're just starting with this video on Sacred Place meditation instruction, this will be instruction on the second eye movement and breath. But go back to the eye movement and breath one, because I talk about that we don't that the best thing is to give up seeking for anything, because we are already that. But let's get right into it. In this series, Sacred Place, I talk about the bubble diagram, and it's very important to understand that because I talk about it a lot, and it sort of is a model to get across to you some very deep things in a very simple way of just going like this or going like that. And you'll understand when you find out what the bubble diagram is, or a bubble metaphor. And so the first eye movements in the breath, that's on number 2 or 3 of the series, is where we access the whole brain, and with the long, slow, steady breath, never a strain. Then we ground and center that energy in each of the directions. We always come back to the center, and we ground and center that energy. And there's a lot going on. So we're balancing our brain energy, and we're stimulating our vagus nerve. I mean, it's affecting our whole physiology. And so it's not just the brain, it's our whole physiology. And that's where the somatic meditation therapy comes in. And so the first eye movement breath, it's there. Get good at that, where it feels very comfortable and natural to you, before you go on to this, the second eye movement and breath. So the second eye movement and breath is okay. At the end of the first eye movement and breath, the last direction is where you're looking up to the frontal and prefrontal lobes. Your eyes are literally turned back, and you're looking up there, but there's never an eye strain, there's never any strain. It's effortless. Sure, at first you have to learn how to do it to become effortless, but anyway, that just happens from regular practice. And this is something you have to do frequently. Regularly. I suggest a couple times a day, actually, to get good at it, and never forgetting that you are the meditation, and it's your every moment. And so we end the first eye movements and breath, the eyes are up. Then when you want to shift into the second eye movement and breath, we release the eyes in the breath, and instead of just centering, we follow like the contour of the body to the perineum. So with the exhalation, the eyes, I mean, there's a literal eye movement from here with the exhalation all the way down to the perineum, which is the energy, to the energy center at the very center of the torso, just forward of the anus. And that's with the exhalation. And then with the inhalation, and it's a continuous, steady, long, slow, steady breath. There isn't a stop, there isn't a hold. So then with the inhalation from the perineum, where you're looking, but your eyes might not be going down like that, because that would be a strain, but you're looking down, and your attention and awareness is at the perineum at the end. Then with the inhalation, the attention, awareness, clarity comes up, and the eyes come in. and up. Not just up straight, they become in and up, like going up the spine. And the eyes come in and up, and you end at the top of the head, at that energy point, at the energy center, right at the very top center of the head. And then with the exhalation, because the eyes have gone in, when it's just a release, you release, the eyes tend to go out, and my eyes sort of bobble a little bit, go in and out and down. It's very natural, never a strain, effortless. It's effortless after a while from practice. And then with the inhalation, so it's just like with the first eye movement breath, it's a long, slow, steady breath. It's a circular breath. And with the first eye movement breath too, it's a long, slow, steady breath, no effort, and it feels good. It's a full, full, full breath and a full, comfortable exhale. And you get better at that the more you do it. And so the eyes come in and up. With the release, the eyes go out and down. And it's really that simple. So you always start off with EMBM1, we'll call it, the first eye movement breath, to the 8 directions. And then when it feels right, after however, 5-7 minutes, when it feels right, you shift into the second. So it's down the front, in and up the back, out, bobbling like down and up. Long, slow, steady breath. And that's basically it. And so if you have any questions on that, I'll review this. And it's other places online that I mention this. And so we have to keep this in the context of Sacred Place, which I mentioned on Sacred Place number 1. I mentioned that poem by Rumi, which is so beautiful, and it goes like this. I just love saying it. I know you've heard it before if you've been following my videos. Now this is Rumi. Out beyond the ideas of right doing and wrong doing, there is a field. I'll meet you there. Isn't that great? Beyond the ideas of right doing and wrong doing, there is a field. I'll meet you there. So, beyond thought and concept, beyond what your mind makes up. So, when you're doing the meditation, eye movements 1 and 2, and hopefully every moment, but we're learning how to be totally in the moment. So when you move the eyes to the different directions of the first eye movement breath meditation, the instruction is to totally be there with it in the moment. And with this one too, you totally be there in the moment with what you're doing. And that alone is very good to learn. A long, slow, circular breath, very good to learn. But when we do this EMBM2, not only is it a circular breath, which it is, but we're also circulating that energy, that grounded and centered and balanced, focused, awareness and clear energy that we gain from doing the first eye movement breath. Then we circulate that energy. And there's nothing that we're really doing. You just be there in the moment with what you're doing, and all this stuff just happens.